Bleacher Bloggers is brought to you by War, starring Jet Li and Jason Statham, in theaters August 24th.
Welcome to Bleacher Bloggers for Friday, August 24th. Today, we give some love to the Arizona Diamondbacks.
We tell you about the college football player you have to watch out for. We preview the NFC North, and my man Bill Murray channels his inner Carl Spackler.
We start with the surprise of the Major League Baseball season, the first place Arizona Diamondbacks. That's right, I said it. The first place. You can probably only name one player from that team, Diamondbacks.
Okay, we go to Out in the Desert at mbn.com for our blog of the day.
Blog of the day.
That wasn't really your best effort,
No,
right?
It was a different one. I change it up all the time.
It was a mellow blog.
I change it up
That's
all
cool.
the
It's
time.
the West Coast. It should be mellow. All right, and it's posted by Devin Jessup, and he basically makes the case that Bob Melvin should be the manager of the year since he has his team playing so well. And Devin writes, it's a fairly impressive feat, you have to admit. Statistically, they're nothing impressive. Fifth lowest salary in the league, second lowest OBP, worst batting average in the league with runners in scoring position. How are they doing this?
Well, to top it off, they've got a swimming pool out in center field. You can't take a team seriously that's got a swimming pool out in center field.
Maybe their opponents are distracted by wanting to swim.
Well, they try to get some fat guy every day. You know, when a ball's hit deep to center field, they try and get a fat guy to do a cannonball and like disrupt the whole thing. Maybe that's what their strategy.
That must be it, Brent.
It's a sad strategy out in Arizona.
But I got to tell you, other than Brandon Webb and Valverde out of the pen, there really aren't that many household names on this team.
No, there's no household names, but they got 5 guys in the bullpen who have under 3 ERAs. I mean, that's how you win games right there.
Winning close games with good pinch hitting, too, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, on to college football. You got to love this story. This gives hope to all of us. 59 years old, Mike Flint. This guy has 1 year of college football eligibility left, and you know what, Brent? He's taking it.
How is I mean, isn't there like a statute of limitations on that stuff?
No, there's not. He's
going
to be playing
4 decades out of college.
He's playing for his alma mater, baby. 1 more year.
Unbelievable. Wow. All right, we go to zachls.blogspot.com, a.k.a. The Big Picture. We were pretty skeptical about the coach's decision to give Flint a spot on the roster. The guy's 59 for crying out loud. He's a card-carrying member of AARP. His dad was in the Battle of the Bulge.
It's
either a great marketing move by the university or the Lobos are going to go winless this season.
But here's the thing. This guy still must be in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
He must still feel like he can handle it.
Yeah.
You know, we actually have a picture of him on the field in uniform. You want to see it?
Oh, yeah. I'd like to see it. What kind of shape
check this
he's
out.
in.
Here he is.
Oh! Somebody get that guy some shearers or some clippers or something. He looks like Charles Manson.
I was thinking Ernest Hemingway. He doesn't look like a football player.
Maybe if Manson and Hemingway had a love child. We go from old men with a dream to young men who are overpaid. That's right. It's time for our NFL preseason preview. Go into the NFC North. We go to thebearsblog.com, posted by Jeff. If you can't execute the center quarterback exchange, you don't belong on a professional football field. 32 men in the entire world get to start a quarterback in the NFL. Only one of them, consistently can't take snaps.
Pretty much a perfect blog.
Yeah, I'm pretty much all
Pretty
set
much
with that.
nothing else to say.
Yeah, let's move on.
Well done. Moving on to the Vikings, the DailyNorseman.com, posted by Gonzo. Now, he's not exactly thrilled that the Vikings have taken Packer retread, former wide receiver for them, Robert Ferguson. And here's what he writes. Why, God? Why? If the Vikings are under the impression that this guy can possibly help the receiving corps, then the wide receivers must have looked absolutely atrocious during the 2 weeks of training camp.
A lot of emotion coming out of the NFC
these guys are
North.
passionate.
A lot of emotion coming out of the NFC North. Let me throw a couple names out at you, Dave, and let you know why the Vikings picked up Robert Ferguson. Paris Hamilton, Cortez Hankton, Todd Lauber out of the Rampo College.
These are real people?
Oh, yeah, these are people who actually exist and play in the NFL.
I think Ferguson's ready for a monster season.
Yeah, I think he's Chris Carter reincarnated.
Yeah, exactly, right? All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about the other 2 teams in the NFC North, including a chat with the Detroit Lions blogger, so don't move.
To catch a cold-blooded killer, you need a cold-blooded cop.
You and I are gonna finish this.
Jet Li, Jason Statham. War, rated R. In theaters August 24th.
Okay, we're about to talk more NFC North, but first, we visit the sidelines, where we find Bill Murray out in Stockholm playing a little golf. Bill got a little tipsy. He took the golf cart from the hotel where he was staying, drove it to the bar, had a few more drinks, and then got pulled over and got busted.
We go to sportsbybrooks.com for this one. When he was pulled over, Murray refused a breath test, but did submit to a blood test, which I don't understand why. What the hell is the difference?
Right.
Results won't be available for 14 days. So he's got that going for him, which is nice.
Nice spackler.
Thank you very much.
Very
I appreciate
good.
that.
Caddyshack 3 ever comes out, you got a shot at it.
Thank you very much. We go from alcohol to brats and beer. This is bratsandbeer.com. We're talking Packers football. The tight end position has become a battle of attrition rather than a skills competition. We're down to Donald Lee and Bubba Franks as starters by default, with Zach Alcorn and Clark Harris fighting for the backup job.
Want to hear some great numbers?
Yeah, let's do it.
Bubba Franks, 1 touchdown in the last 2 years.
Oh.
And how about Donald Lee? He caught 10 passes in 15 games last season.
Wow, not a lot of exciting tight end work going on there, but you know, Brett Favre's been known to miss the target a few times in the last few years as well. So,
right, I think the guy covering those tight ends actually caught twice as many passes over the past 2 years. All right, time to talk Lions football. We're talking with Sean Yuille from PrideOfDetroit.com. Hey, Sean.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going pretty good, Brent.
I'm doing fine.
Great.
Thanks, Dave.
First off, tell us about your site, man.
Well, Pride of Detroit started right before the draft last year, and it started because the SB Nation Network, which is grown to almost the entire league full of blogs for the NFL, and it just got started because I just wanted to talk about the Lions.
Good
That's
enough
great.
reason. Yeah.
So, Sean, on your site, you predicted the Lions at 6-10, while Kitna put it somewhere up over 10 wins. There's a disparity there. Can you talk about that?
Well, John Kitna is obviously sipping his own Kool-Aid, and he's predicted that he's going to throw 50 touchdowns and all that. And really, I'm looking at the schedule realistically. Kitna's looking at it from his own point of view as a Lion himself. And I just don't see it because we've seen what happened over the last 6 years since Millen came in. Every year we predict the optimism and have all the great expectations, and then something goes wrong and the Lions fall flat on their face. Now, I could see 10-6 maybe, but there has to be a lot of things right, and I just don't see that happening.
So could we possibly put you down for 8-8 maybe to split you and the quarterback's predictions there?
Yeah, I could see 8-8 happening easily if a few things go the Lions' way that normally don't. I mean, they need some luck, which they haven't had in the last few years, so that could definitely be realistic.
Okay. All right, you mentioned Matt Millen before. Now, is he already looking at college football for wide receivers for next year's draft, or is he even going to be around next year? What do you think?
Matt Millen's not going anywhere. Unfortunately, there was an interview with Lions owner William Clayford a month or so ago, right when training camp began, and William Clayford basically said that he has no intention of firing Matt Millen. He doesn't pay any attention to the wins and losses. I mean, it was a blabbling old man interview pretty much, and it broke the hearts of all Lions fans, obviously, because we just want Matt Millen to be fired, and it doesn't look like that's ever going to happen.
Wow, what a strange situation there in Detroit. That's really crazy. Well, good luck with the season, Sean, and we'll be checking in with you throughout this NFL season for Detroit.
Thanks.
All right, thanks, Sean.
That's Sean Yuille from PrideOfDetroit.com.
Get off the bench. All right, we're still compiling our worst sports movie list, so you guys got to get your submissions in for the show that's going to happen in a little over a week. My favorite, of course, is The Greatest, the story of Muhammad Ali, starring Muhammad Ali, of course.
Solid. Mine is Karate Kid Part 7. I don't even think they made it. All right, here's what you do. Go to BleacherBloggers.com, post a comment. Go to YouTube, post a comment there. Tell us what sports movie sucks.
Also, we just got in Bleacher Bloggers t-shirts. The first person to upload an awesome video to BleacherBloggers.com is getting a Bleacher Bloggers t-shirt. You don't want to miss out on this. Get up there and upload a video.
So seriously, let's go.
Yeah,
Get cracking now.
We'll see you guys on Tuesday.
Have a good weekend.